We went to a car boot sale today and we bought these horses and the
Oh,
gym
amazing.
motivated.
Yeah. Smoke weed again, shit, man. What's up?
Okay, first rapper we have on this show, and I'm pretty excited for this one. It's Safenath, all the way from Brighton, with a request for good old apple juice. Welcome.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you.
It's a great honor. And we've got the good old apple juice right here. Let me pour you some.
The best.
Yeah.
That's good apple juice.
Yeah, I'm glad, man. I'm glad. All right, so you're originally from Essex.
Yeah.
Now based in Brighton. You're
Mhm.
doing your music there. And I would say you're pretty new in the rap scene, but you're doing super well.
Thank you, yeah.
Yeah, man. And you're blending jazz, trap, hip-hop, loads of nice elements together, and it creates a pretty signature sound for your music. So, do you produce your music?
Yeah, some of it, half and half. I done a mixtape last year called Springfield, which is like where I'm from in Chelmsford. It's like some little village. It's not the Simpsons one. But yeah, so that was all produced by me.
Mm-hmm.
And then some of the new stuff, I work with other producers. I think it depends. My niche production's a bit more like, I don't know, I got to produce and then write, whereas if I just get a beat, I can just write and it's more focused that way.
Mm-hmm. Do you prefer working with other producers instead of taking over the production by yourself?
It's easier for me because it's like
Yeah.
a less thing I have to do than making the instrumentals. But yeah, I think I'll make, if I'm just bored in my room, I'll just play some piano and make some stuff. But if I'm in a session locked in, it's a lot easier with a producer because they're focused on that one thing. I can focus on my thing and then it just kind of
Let's work for you. Okay, nice one. So I'm pretty sure you come from a musical family, but you're the only one that does rap.
Yeah, yeah.
What kind of music does your family do?
Well, my dad worked for a record label growing up.
Nice.
So he made like techno and stuff. And my mum like sings. Like my mum and sister used to do like theatre stuff. So, and nothing, I didn't, when I was younger, I was like, oh no, it's like musical. But yeah, so I think I drew like influences from them. My dad makes like solo music now as well. And he tried rapping, but I try and like, I'll pick him up on that one. But yeah, I think I'm the only one doing the rap stuff. They understand it though. They're more like, they try to understand, hey, yeah, it sounds really good. I don't know what you're saying, but it sounds good. Do you know what I mean? It's like that one.
They're supportive anyway.
Yeah, they're really supportive. So yeah, it's very grateful to have a family that support it. Do you know what I mean?
For sure. So growing up, you must have had a lot of music around you. What are like your main influences?
Funnily enough, I grew up on like metal music, like really heavy, like kind of like screamo stuff. So I had like that phase. Do you know what I mean? I had like Stretcher, and so I had a lot of metal stuff. Like Deftones were like one of my favorite bands. But yeah, everything I like, a lot of jazz, like Bobby Caldwell, like the old kind of 70s stuff. Tyler, when the whole Old Future thing kind of came about, that's when I started making music. So that was like, it's like that different kind of sound. But it's just a blend of everything. Like you said with the music, it's like some days I listen to jazz and I'll be listening to some like deathcore metal. Do you know what I mean? It's so random. Yeah.
Many different genres there. Okay. But why rap? Why do you rap? What drew you into that specific genre?
Yeah, I was like producer first, so I'd done production at college. So I was making like all these instrumentals, and I'd go to a skate park with my mates and be like, I've got all of these beats, but no one raps. So they were like, oh, why don't you just try rapping on them? And I was like, nah. And then I'd done it as like a joke, and they were like, no, this is really good, like just keep doing it. And then just kept doing it. I mean, I loved hip hop as well. Like my dad, spinning like old Wu-Tang records and that when I was young. But yeah, so it started off kind of like as a joke at the skate park. Like I had all these beats, I was just a producer, but I couldn't find anyone to rap, so I was like, I'll just do it myself. And then and now we're here. Just works out like that.
Yeah, exactly. It worked out pretty well for you.
Yeah.
And you're doing so well.
Thank you. Yeah.
Nice one, man. What do you like writing about the most? What do you speak about the most in your songs?
I think kind of like personal relationships around me and like what I notice. 'Cause I think I've got like a very variety range of friends. So like some of them, like say like skaters. I've got people who are doing like maths at like Cambridge University. Do you know what I mean? It's like just a range. So I think it's just like my surroundings, relationships, as always.
As always, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of just where I'm at in that headspace. Like I listened to stuff I made when I was like 17. I'm like, damn, like look, cringing out, like what was I like thinking about then, do you know what I mean, compared to now?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just kind of like how I'm feeling in the moment, what I'm noticing and stuff.
Just about life.
Just life, yeah.
All right, nice one. And how do you normally write your songs? Do you start from the music or the lyrics? Because I've never spoken with a lot of rap artists before. You're the first one on this show. It's a great honor.
Honored.
But I don't really know how you guys compose your music.
Yeah, I think sometimes I'll be like sat on the bus and I'll just think of something. I'm like, oh yeah, and I'll get my notes out on my phone. I'll type it down. But it'll be like 2 lines, and then a lot of the time though, yeah, it's hear the music first, and then however that music makes me feel, like production wise, if it's like upbeat or like slow, I kind of base my approach on that. So them 2 bars that I wrote before, that's like a starting point, and then I can base it off that. I think the music first, definitely, because it sets the tone. Like if I got some like jazzy kind of rap beat, I'm not gonna be like trying to do some like tough kind of rappy stuff, and vice versa on like the harder stuff. So yeah.
Nice one. What are your thoughts on sampling? Do you like using samples in your music?
That's all I do. Yeah,
I think it's a big hip hop thing to do. Yeah.
I love it. You gotta be careful though, because you can just get in trouble with it.
Yeah.
Like my last tape was just like so many samples. I had to change distributor because they wouldn't let me like upload it. Probably shouldn't say that because now it's NHS. But yeah, sampling is good because I think I like the idea of drawing inspiration from something like 50 years ago, and then flipping it into something that still sounds like relevant and modern now. Especially with the jazzy sort of stuff. And as well, it's a lot of like, I can't play saxophone. I don't know many people who can play saxophone. So if I want a saxophone, it's like, yeah, I'll find something from like the 70s. Yeah, I love it.
Have you got any favorite samples you've used recently?
Yeah, I didn't produce a beat, so I can't remember what sample it was, but the intro to my new stuff, the new EP, yeah, it kind of like sets the whole tone, like the first sample of the whole EP.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that one. I've listened to it.
Yeah.
We're going to speak about that in a minute. Yeah. If you had all the money in the world to clear a sample, what would you choose?
Oh, that's such a good question. Smooth Operator by Sade.
Ooh.
Because everyone knows it.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone's ever sampled it. And if they have, they haven't got away with it.
Probably, yeah.
So, yeah.
Such a good idea. Yeah, that'll be amazing. Yeah, I love listening like old songs in new songs, and if you blend them nicely, it just sounds amazing. Yeah. So nice.
Yeah, it's cool because you see like what people were doing compared to like it's a completely different vibe. And if you can flip that and make it your own thing, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, of course. That's so nice. I wanted to ask you, how was the music scene growing up in Essex?
It's quite like non-existent.
Yeah.
Like there is a scene there, and like I love Essex and all the musicians there. But for rap, there's not much going on. It's kind of just indie bands. Like I used to be in an indie band. Like
no way.
Yeah, when I was like 15, 16.
Did you play the drums?
Yeah. We done really well. We played at Brixton Academy and stuff. It was like so random. But yeah, I think it's more indie. There's a venue in Chelmsford called Hotbox. Shout out Hotbox. That's my mate's venue. But apart from that, there's not much really going on. It's more kind of like club kind of DJ vibes. So yeah, I think it's definitely growing now though. I think a lot more people are getting into it in Essex because they're seeing artists come out and do it. So I feel more confident to do it in that sense. So yeah.
So that's very good. And how is the rap music scene in Brighton? Because I've lived in Brighton as well. I've never been really into the rap music scene, but I know for a fact that Brighton has a lot of indie bands. It's mostly bands, you know?
Yeah.
So I was wondering how the rap music scene is down there.
I think it's thriving. There's so many people. Yeah. It's just a lot of them are like quite underground, but it's so good. Like I can name so many, like my boys, Jermaine Storyteller, Trick, JT, like all my friend group. It's great because we can put on shows together. Yeah, it's good, and everyone's kind of doing their own thing.
Yeah.
Got like Draco, he's doing all the Hellbound stuff. PCM, yeah, there's so many people. So it's good. Everyone's got their own little niche, but it's kind of like a little family. Like everyone supports each other.
Yeah.
And does it like that. Yeah.
That's so nice to hear. Yeah, I know that you're part of the Brighton-based record label and collective called Deep. Yeah. And I've seen those guys. They're doing so well. You've got your own community, basically. You make your own music videos. You go radio show on Platform B. Yeah, I've listened to that a few times. It's so good. And you've collaborated with most of those guys on songs and stuff, right? So how did Call Deep start, and how do you become part of it?
Yeah, Cold Deep was that was running before I moved to Brighton. I've been there like 3 years. It's fine. I used to live in London. I used to live in White City, and one of the guys, Gwami from Cold Deep, before I even met him or anything, he sent me like a massive beat pack, and I moved to Brighton, and they were like the first people to kind of put me on. So yeah, a lot of love for Cold Deep. But yeah, so when I moved to Brighton, I knew them guys. So yeah, they were like the first people I started doing it with. And then from there, they introduced me to one person, and then you go to enough shows, and then you meet everyone else. And now, yeah, they're all like my closest friends. Yeah. So it's good, yeah.
So nice, so nice. Do you think it's important for a rap artist to have a sort of community within the music industry, like a space to seek support?
Yeah, definitely. I think with rap more so than like the indie stuff, I think there's some like friendly competition in a sense. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's trying to like one-up each other on a verse if you're doing a track together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think having a community thrives because I think it's a good look for Brighton as well. Brings people in, and yeah, I think collaboration is just key because then you're unlocking new audiences through. I can hit my mate up. He's got a completely different fan base. We do a song together. I got a different fan base, and it just blends it all together. And then for the live shows as well, when you bring everyone up, it's like just good energy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so you've got your support group there, all the guys, and no matter if you do like different music and you might have some competition, you're all into this together at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, I think like coming up together is like, that's like the priority.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to, I don't know, personally, I wouldn't want to sign for a label and just be on my own and come up like that. It's like, if I can put all my mates on and put each other on, it's like more organic and yeah, just with people you love, do you know what I mean? So it's good.
Man, exactly. And Brighton, I think it's such a nice place to connect with people and like play music. It's just such a nice community. Everyone is so welcoming and warm. Yeah,
more welcoming than Essex. That's why I moved there. I was I love Essex, but yeah, Brighton, that was the main thing. I was like, I heard everyone was really nice, so I moved there. Everyone was really nice, so I was like, it's cool.
You just stayed.
Yeah,
that's great. How did everyone react when you found out that you were gonna play in Glastonbury last year?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it was. I woke up. My mate was staying around from Essex, and I woke up to an email about it, and I was like half asleep. I thought it was like a spam message or something, and I saw it, and I felt really bad because I play with a live band a lot of the time, and I've seen it come up like Glastonbury offer like slot, and I normally play with the band at festivals, so I've gone to my housemates who are in the band, like knocked on, they were like, "Yo, we got Glastonbury," and then they're like going mad, and I checked my phone like on the email. It's like, yeah, solo set with a DJ. No. So I then had to go to my boys and be like, I got Glastonbury, do you know what I mean? I felt so bad. But yeah, everyone was like, I FaceTimed my mum, she was like, nah, shut up. Like, you know what I mean? She thought I was just taking a mic. But yeah, it was surreal. Kind of felt like, I don't know, I had like imposter syndrome. I was like, how am I playing Glastonbury, do you know what I mean? But yeah, unreal experience. It was crazy. Yeah.
How was it like? Obviously you got access to see everyone else performing at the event, right? Yeah. Wow, must have been incredible.
And it was my first time going as well, so I was like...
Really?
Yeah, it was just...
Did you see anyone you really liked?
I saw Joey Badass, which was really cool. I saw Blondie.
Wow.
Which is great.
Imagine seeing Blondie
at
Glastonbury.
Yeah, Guns N' Roses. Yeah, so Guns N' Roses. Like, I grew up on all of that. Elton John, of course. Yeah, it was mad, but it's so big. I was doing like 30,000 steps a day. I was like, yeah, it's intense.
Yeah, for sure.
But
wow. Yeah. And you're playing again this year?
Yeah, next week.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like trying to mentally prepare myself for it though, because it's just like, it's a lot, do you know what I mean? It's a lot.
Yeah. You're basically a regular at Glastonbury.
Yeah.
It's just going to keep inviting you back every year.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
All right, but are you doing a solo set this time as well?
I'm just DJing.
Okay.
So, I've got 2 sets at the Tap House, which is like kind of just a bar. And then I got off to DJ like the glamping area. And they're like, you can use all the facilities, and they got like spas and like massages and that. I'm like,
wow.
Yeah, calm.
Nice.
So yeah, just 3 sets across the weekend. And I just get to enjoy the rest of the festival. So
yeah. Are you looking forward to seeing anyone else play?
Yeah. Little Sims is there. I've never seen her live.
Wow.
Miss Sago, who's like some like R&B.
Yeah.
He's really good. I'm gonna be real. The headline, I don't know about it this year. I think it's like, no shade, but I think it's like Dua Lipa or Coldplay. SZA's really good.
Very pop though.
Very pop.
Yeah.
And I don't really listen to pop music too much, but I respect it. Nia Archives, she's popping off right now. She's doing really well. Yeah. But yeah, I kind of like don't plan it. I think just go there and just like wander about and be like,
yeah, whoever's playing, just go and check it out. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I'm a bit like anxious about it, to be honest. I'm like, oh, it's just like 6 days of just like, it's gonna be hot as well, I think.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Are you gonna be staying in a tent, or because you're a performer, do they give you like, I don't know, a little house or something?
I wish. No, yeah, I bought a new tent the other day. I got one like the blacked out ones, so it
Okay.
like stays cool inside. Yeah, we stay in like a little artist camp site bit, which is nice. Got a little canteen, showers. But yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm camping with all my mates that are DJing with me as well, so
Okay.
it's gonna be good. Yeah.
That's amazing. I wish you all the best. I hope it goes great.
Thank you. Yeah.
Nice one. Any other plans for the summer?
Yeah, I'm doing 2 other festivals. Why Not Festival and Truck Festival.
Mm-hmm.
They're like a lot more indie, but I help like program the silent disco there. It's really random. Like I just help program like the silent disco stage.
Okay.
But it means I get to bring all my friends as like staff. So like all my boys from Essex just coming up, handing out silent disco headphones. I'm like DJing in a high vis. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it's really random, but
Yeah.
I got them too. And it always falls on my birthday, like July 26th.
Mm-hmm.
So like for the last 5 years, I've been at Truck Festival for my birthday, which is great, but it's also getting to the point where I'm like,
You gotta do something else.
yeah, do you know what I mean? It's a bit mad, but yeah, I got them. That's it, like music-wise, really. I think moving house, just chilling. Yeah, just enjoying summer. I think.
But you're staying in Brighton.
Yeah, going Portslade way. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm excited for that.
Nice one. And you got your new EP. Yeah. Tell me about that. The Sky is Falling Down.
It is indeed.
Wow. You sent that to me before it got released, and I had a cheeky little listen.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thank you.
You have a lot of samples in there, and yes, I remember about the first track with a really nice intro. I don't know where it's from, the sample, but it sounds really, really cool.
Yeah. Because I heard this, the name kind of came from that sample. Because it was like the first tune I made on it, and then cause it comes in and it says like, the sky's falling down. So I based it off that, and then we kind of built a whole world around it from that sample. So it's like with the artwork, everything, got an advert for it. The whole basis is like I know something that everyone else doesn't know. So it's like I'm there just like doing my thing, and everyone's just minding their business. It's like I'm realizing. I don't know if it makes sense, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So that was the kind of vibe for it, but yeah, I'm excited for it. It's good.
I wanted to ask you, what is success to you? Do you think you've reached it at all so far in your career?
Yeah, I think like I'm grateful for where I'm at, and I'm very like blessed to get the positions I have. I think it is success. I think like success for me is like just each day. Do you know what I mean? Being able to do what you want to do. So yeah, I don't think I'd ever hit a point where I'm like, now I've been successful. I think like financial freedom, family is sweet, friends are sweet, and I get to do something.
Successes for sure.
Yeah, and just being able to have a job in something that I love doing. I think that's it. Even I don't need too much money. As long as I can just live off what I want to do, that's it. But yeah, I think like there's little achievements like Glastonbury and stuff is like great. But yeah, it's just keeping it moving from that. It's like not being like, God, I've done Glastonbury, I don't have to do anything else now. Do you know what I mean? It's that sort of thing. So
okay, sounds that like life is treating you very well at the moment.
Yeah.
So I would say that's a big success. For
exactly, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
All right. And when do you think you feel the most peaceful? Do you have something that brings you peace?
That's a good.
I ask that question to everyone I bring here, and everyone, when I ask them, they're like, "Good question."
Yeah, it's a good question. Yeah. Peace. I like being on my own. Like I'm not introverted, but like I really appreciate just like walking, just listening to music, blocking out everything. Do you know what I mean? Like, especially in Brighton by the beach. That I like skateboarding, so like skating's. I mean, it's not peaceful when you fall over and hurt yourself, but it's like a
not
sense
gonna
of
judge
peace.
you. Everyone's peace is different.
Yeah. Yeah, I think generally just like being on my own and just like, especially making music on my own.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, I don't feel like vulnerable or anything. I'm just there in my space. I can kind of just do whatever I want. I think that's quite peaceful. Like, just like bliss of the mind. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So, yeah.
No, that's a great answer for sure. I think it would be the same for me. I do appreciate spending time alone. It allows me to decompress, just spend time with myself, treat myself, and fully relax. Yeah, it's a good answer. All right. So you've got new EP, The Sky's Falling Down. Looking forward for the world to finally listen to it.
Yeah.
Glastonbury, Silent Disco Festival. Like, wow, it sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. I wanted to ask, since you're the first rapper in this show, are you good at freestyling?
I'm not freestyling right now, if that's what you're asking. No way.
Okay.
And
Too
to
much
answer
pressure.
that, no, I'm not. It's way too much pressure. No.
Oh, that's okay.
I mean, there's times me and my mate we'll be in the studio and like we'll put a beat on, but we're just like, it's not serious. Do you know what I mean? Like we probably had a couple drinks and we just like no. But yeah, I used to do open mics when I came to Brighton, and like I'd normally just do like a pre-written verse, one line just know off the top of my head, and I can go into it. Tell everyone it's a freestyle. Do you know what I mean? They're like, what? You just come up with that? I was like, no.
Well, should have asked you before you came then to prepare something.
Yeah, exactly.
I was gonna be like, I'll give you 3 words: juice, music, friends, and then make something.
Yeah, it wouldn't happen. I'm so bad at freestyling. But yeah, so I just write all the time. Like sometimes though, like you're freestyling to write. So like if I hear an instrumental, I'll kind of just be like, like do some like silly stuff and like make a melody, and then that's the basis. Or I like voice note it on my phone so I don't forget it, and then write to that kind of freestyling melody, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, not freestyling. I hate freestyling. I'm so bad at it.
Well, that's fair enough. Well, okay, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, mate. And yeah, it sounds like you're doing super well. I'm looking forward to seeing what the future holds for you.
No, appreciate you having me.
Did you enjoy the juice?
Best. Apple juice is the best. Orange juice? No.
Let's just close like that. Great.
Oh my God, off your numbers, my little pair broken lungs. Take my soul, embrace my lows. Fake light shines through closed windows. So far, so good. Wish I really would take.
That's the close up. Okay. Yeah, I'll speak to the camera.